Taiwan International Ports Corporation, established in 2012, connects Taiwan's ports with the world through expert management. Navigating global economic trends, TIPC advances Taiwan's 9 major commercial ports, ensuring steady growth in a competitive market. TIPC has advanced diversified operations to drive associated reinvestments in maritime services, logistics, waterfront tourism and development, and offshore wind power related service. Furthermore, TIPC has strategically expanded overseas reinvestments in Surabaya, Indonesia and Singapore. Up to date, TIPC has established 7 reinvestment entities. Adapting to transitions of global shipping, the Taiwan Ports Group continuously evolves. Land reclamation drives port development. High-efficiency automated deep water wharves are established at Port of Kaohsiung and Port of Taipei, addressing the trend of larger international vessels. Port of Kaohsiung features the new container terminal number 7, which is capable of handling containers up to 6.5 million TEU annually. Beyond container operations, automated handling of bulk and energy cargoes accelerates industrial growth. The Taiwan Ports Group has significant container and bulk cargo capacities. Port of Kaohsiung, as the sole London Metal Exchange delivery port in Greater China area, stands as an intercontinental freight hub. Port of Taipei showcases agile operations with its special district of smart vehicle industry and heavy-duty wharf for offshore wind projects, exemplifying Taiwan Ports Group's adaptability in the era of tenfold speed. Port of Taichung is an optimal offshore wind hub. TIPC offers integrated port wharves and facilities for localized manufacturing base, turbine pre-assembly area, and O&M services, further establishing offshore wind-related reinvestments. TIPC's comprehensive approach in offshore wind sector strengthens its role as a vital industry partner. TIPC adapts to port development trends, reviving valuable land and transforming port landscapes. Port of Taichung welcomes Mitsui Outlet Park, a major Japanese retail complex, blending distinct port charm with lively retail, showcasing its global harbor allure. Port of Geelong, revitalized from a naval port, upgrades cruise facilities, unveils a tourist-friendly waterfront, and is named Asia's best cruise home port. Aligned with the high-tech Kaohsiung Port Cruise Terminal, the Asian U-Bay Yacht Harbor draws major international cruises, displaying a stylish and modern harbor. TIPC's innovative waterfront projects bring the public closer to the ports with fascination. TIPC accelerates the development of the TransSmart 2.0 Plus plan and adopts multiple smart solutions for safer, more efficient operations. When entering or leaving the port, the maritime weather monitoring and navigation aids provide real-time data on wind, waves, tides, and currents in port areas, ensuring vessel safety. Ports fitted with varied IoT sensors streamline cargo, storage, and land transportation with data-driven monitoring. Technology boosts port safety and efficiency, targeting net zero sustainability. Focused on smart energy management, it enhances power efficiency and sustainable competitiveness. Collaborating with maritime partners, the Taiwan Ports Group innovatively adapts to global shipping dynamics. All 7 major international ports of Taiwan have earned European Eco-Port certification. To effectively reduce greenhouse gas emissions, efforts to ship speed reduction, implement shore power, and boost energy efficiency in terminals and offices continue, along with sustainable eco-construction and green projects. Developing resilient infrastructure. Port of Kaohsiung's eco-friendly intercontinental container terminal Phase 2 reuses Phase 1 materials and dredged earth, enhancing resilience, addressing environmental impacts, and improving functionality for urban port harmony and safety, which has been internationally recognized. TIPC has committed to net zero emissions by 2050. Automating and electrifying port operations and vehicles enable energy transition. Initiatives like tree planting push towards low carbon, net zero sustainability. Pursuing business growth with a focus on harmony in environment, staff, customer, community, and societal relations, embodies a forward-thinking port governance philosophy, targeting mutual prosperity with urban development. Actively involved in community care and fostering employee growth and team unity. TIPC also provides childcare services, embodying its vision of a fulfilling enterprise. Effective internal controls and audits manage risks in corporate and port operations, with technology boosting safety, efficiency, and quality. In an ever-changing world, TIPC steadfastly pursues a better future, linking Taiwan globally with strategic leadership and integration of 9 major ports. Committed to comprehensive services, TIPC shapes new visions in international shipping. Focusing on sustainable development, the Taiwan Ports Group aligns with the UN's 2030 SDGs, aiming to harmonize business operations, environmental protection, and social care. Our responsibility lies within and extends beyond the ports. Taiwan International Ports Corporation.
Okay, and let's start the report. and it's my honor to be represent Taiwan International Post Corporation to present development opportunities of offshore wind at Taiwan Post. And I'm Jerry from Investment Department of TIPC. And this is my outline. Firstly, I will take a quick look at TIPC introduction. And second, I will give you guys a quick glance at the government policy towards offshore wind development. And third part, I will explain the TIPC role in supporting offshore wind industry and about port planning and support for floating offshore wind development. And finally, it's a short conclusion. And before the March 1st, 2012, actually there are 4 harbor bureaus in Taiwan. But after that day, the government was do organization reform, and they are divide the 4 harbor bureaus into 2 entities. One is MPB, Maritime Port Bureau, and the other one is Taiwan International Post Corporation, TIPC. And the MPB is a port authority. It's responsible for public administration and regulatory. And TIPC is mainly for port operation and management and construction. And now our headquarters is in Kaohsiung, and we have 4 branch offices, which is Keelung, Taichung, Kaohsiung, and Hualien. And in order to diversify our services, so we create 7 subsidiaries focusing on waterfront recreation and port business and offshore wind power, and especially the TIPC Marine Corporation and Taiwan International Wind Power Corporation and the Taiwan International Ports Heavy Machinery Corporation. These 3 companies was highly related to offshore wind power. And this is our 2025 performance review. And actually, our operating revenue reached $760 million US, and our container handling volume is 13.49 million TEU. And our biggest port is Kaohsiung Port. It is ranked 23rd largest container port in the world. And our cruise business is booming. And we have 1.15 million visitors in last year. And our cargo handled total volume is around 690 million tons. And we totally operate 7 international ports in Taiwan. From south to north is Port of Kaohsiung, Anping, Taichung, Taipei, Keelung, and Suao and Hualien. And second part, I will talk about the government policy towards offshore wind development. Taiwan's government wants to reach a goal to net zero emission on 2050. So they decide 12 key strategies to achieve this goal. And as you can see from the top of the list, offshore wind and solar PV was the top first priority. And now the government energy sector, we say energy administration, they now think they should conduct 3 phases policy for the offshore wind development. And the phase 1 we call demonstration incentive program. And phase 2 is zones of potential. And phase 3 is long road development. And till now, Till now, actually, we total help the country and the developers to install 500 wind turbines and the total capacity reached 4.8 gigawatt. And the third part, I will explain TIPC's role in supporting offshore wind industry. Basically, we are provide 4 aspects of offshore wind development at ports. And the first one is turbine pre-assembly area, and it's mainly on Port of Taichung. And second one is manufacturing area, is among Port of Taichung, Taipei, and Kaohsiung. And third one is operation and maintenance service. It's basically focus on Port of Taichung and the Budai. Budai is next to Anping. And the final one is training center, is also located on Port of Taichung. And this part shows there are industrial zone 2. We provide around 107 hectares to international and domestic leading companies like Siemens Gamesa for their nacelle manufacturing, Tianli for their blade, and the transformers for the Fusion Electric. And this part explains the major areas of Port of Taichung. We provide 3 regions for the turbine pre-assembly area. And the region 1 is, you can see from the 105 to 107. And the region 2 is from 36 to 38. And region 3 is at 5A and 5B. And a range works with at least 400 meter length and 30 hectare hinterland for each region. And this is manufacturing area at Port of Taipei. And there are famous companies, Century Wind Power, invest and operates underwater foundation manufacturing factory at Taipei Port. And we approximately 50 hectares hinterland for them. And this is Port of Kaohsiung manufacturing area also. And we provide the hinterland and the terminal to the relevant companies. For like A6A, we lease the land and terminal to Wasin for their submarine cable manufacturing and storage. And other area, we also lease to like CTCI for their pin pile or transition pieces manufacturing and the storage. And Port of Anping, it is basically for the imported underwater foundation storage and transportation base. And we provide 10, 11, 17, and 18 wharf stop for them. And other than providing land or terminal, but TIPC also through participate in reinvestment entities to provide relevant service for the developer or other supply chain participants. Like TIPC Marine, we have 4 crew transfer vessels and 37 tugboats and 2 barges. We mainly to offer the ship repair, marine rescue services, or offshore wind power operations or maintenance-based service. And this is our Taiwan International Ports Heavy Machinery Corporation. It's mainly provide a one-stop service for heavy cargo transportation and provide engineering project management and the lifting and transportation operations. And the other company is Taiwan International Wind Power Training Corporation. And it's basically providing the GWO Global Wind Organization certified courses and offer the basic technical training and safety training. and its performance is you won the GWO Safety and Training Forum and Awards 2024 and 2025. Okay, and move on to the next part is talking about port planning and support for floating offshore wind development. Actually, government has launched a demonstration program in 2024 January. The key points of Taiwan demonstration program is as follows. Number of projects is 2+1, and project scale is 6 to 12 floating platform per each project, and capacity will be 90 to 180 megawatt. The incentive will be FIT, feed-in tariff, and the grid connection year would be 2029 or 2030. As for the spec requirement for floating offshore wind and ports, the key site requirement at least 400 meters and a hinterland at least 30 hectare, and 20 hectare assembly area and 10 hectare floater storage area, and you also need a calm water area for wave storage. Till now, we have reserved area, and we are doing a south reclamation project in Port of Taichung, and we estimate we will complete 50 hectare hinterland by end of 2026. Because the floating operation needs calm water areas, so we are also evaluating to build a breakwater, but it is still under EIA process right now. And we think if it can be approved by the end of 2027, maybe we could complete the breakwater by 2029 first quarter. This is my conclusion part. We think the poor adaptation to energy transition. The government leadership drives development. A clear and consistent policy framework is essential for advancing offshore wind development and attracting long-term investment. And ports enable the offshore wind ecosystem. Beyond providing dedicated port infrastructure, ports can support industry growth through diversified service and participation across the offshore wind value chain. And last one is embracing the energy transition. Renewable energy development is a global trend, creating opportunities for sustainable growth, industrial transformation, and long-term competitiveness. And this is my presentation. Thank you.
I actually had a question. Well, Jerry, you had mentioned 56, what was it, megawatts or gigawatts? And was that current what you were producing, or is that the goal?
You mean?
It was up on the site, and I'm sorry, I end of day kind of glazed, but you had mentioned 56.
56.
Megawatts?
56 gigawatts.
Was it gigawatts?
Yeah.
And is that current, or is that the goal?
Goal.
Goal.
Yeah.
And that's by the end of 2030 you'll have that?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. That's a lot. But anybody who's 56 gigawatts will power 43 million homes a year.